Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome into a very beautiful, very hot Hicks Park here for this matchup between the Peak 11 from Colorado and the Tulsa Athletic here. And alongside me, Dave Saunders, is Sonny D'Alessandro, who knows a lot about the Tulsa Athletic because he is the owner. Sonny, good evening to you. And what a fantastic night for a game of football. A little bit hot, but I think when the sun goes down, it might be quite pleasant here.
Yeah, I mean, I think as an Oklahoma team playing a Colorado team, you almost invite the heat and maybe have it be an advantage. But, yeah, good side coming in from the Boulder area, Peak 11. I think you know a little bit more about them than I. But.
Yeah, they've had a pretty good season. They've been ravaged by injuries, actually. Their contact was telling me, Don, who you've known for a few years, they've come here tonight. And, you know, it should be a good matchup, but the Athletic have had another good season, haven't they?
Yeah, I mean,
so far.
Yeah, I mean, we set the bar pretty high here. You know, I mean, we've had some success in the past, and, you know, it's when you win a national championship, it's hard to set the goal of winning a conference championship. So, you know, the goal obviously is to win a national championship, but at the same time, the mantra has always been respect all, fear none. One game at a time, and tonight we've got a very good opponent coming in from Colorado, fit. We watched their game; they got stronger and stronger in the second half as it went on in the final. So expecting, a good match.
Just tell us a little bit as Dan's announcing the teams here. Tell us a little bit about the league, because it's growing, it's expanding. You and I were chatting just a few minutes ago. It's going places.
Yeah. I mean, it's, you know, when we set out to do this, we wanted to have people who had run and operated clubs be the one that founded it. And I think because of that, it sounds silly, but like it's simple. If you have an issue, you can pick up the phone and someone who owns a team who founded the league will answer your call and say, hey, what's going on? And not that we always have the answers, but we always will be looking to get better. So I think, you know, the goal was 18 teams this year. We ended on 51. So obviously that was fantastic. And I think next year we're looking to push 80, maybe 90 clubs around the country. So yeah,
that's fantastic. A really strong league. And you know, again, tell us locally within the Mid-American Conference about the season so far for the Athletic.
Well, I mean, you know, we had a small conference with only 4 teams, but all 4 were very, very, very good. Every team beat every other team, so I mean, everyone dropped points to each other. You know, there was a lot of parity, and our old rivals, FC Wichita, were back in. Oklahoma City, 1889. Obviously, we split the season series with them, and Union, Kansas City, a big youth club with a lot of potential moving forward. So yeah, I think we'll grow the conference to be more competitive next year, and things are looking up.
And tell everybody, we'll get into the teams just a moment, just briefly from you, where do the winners go tonight?
Yeah, so this is a regional final. This is the Central Region final. There was 2 conferences. There was the Mountain, which was these Peak 11 and 3 other clubs, and then there was the Mid-American Conference. So that was us with our 4 clubs, and the winner here will play in the national semifinal in Dallas, Texas on Thursday. So
there you are, the voice of Sonny D'Alessandro alongside me, Dave Saunders. We're going to give you the Peak 11 first, and in goal is Liam Sloan. Then Juan Torres plays at left back alongside Lars Bergo and Jose Jova Baez, and Emilio Mendoza is the right back. Aiden Can just in front of him on the right. Paul Luna, Drew Laskin, Klinsman, Mandavani and Jaime Gutierrez make up the midfield 5, with Taylor Smizer up front on his own. As for the Tulsa Athletic, Bryson Reed in goal, and then from left to right, Aiden Ussery, Kane B. Harris, Boaty and Kieran Winters, and then the midfield of Eric Diaz, Joey Ruiz, Hagen Weish. And then Ruben Torres will play in the number 10 position with Rafa Zaldivar out wide on the right. And up front, a familiar name to Tulsa Athletic fans, and that is Abu Diallo. What a player to have in your side. Diallo, he's big and he's strong, isn't he?
He is, and he loves this place. He loves this club, so it's great to have him back. Let's see what he can do.
And how many seasons has RT played for you now, Ruben Torres?
RT came in 2022. I think he made his debut against, actually, oddly enough, a team from Colorado called Azteca. Scored a goal in the game. It was a U.S. Open Cup game. send us on. It's our first U.S. Open Cup win. Saw us play FC Tulsa in the second round in 2022, where we were vanquished 2-1. Very proud to be in the game on the night. But yeah, we do have some senior players. Bryson Reed, is a 2018 guy. Joe Ruiz is a 2018 player. So some guys that have been around the club for a long time. Abu Diallo obviously came in 2019. So.
Well, you're very welcome in here to Tulsa, Oklahoma, Hicks Park, and Tulsa Athletic will be playing in those yellow and green check shirts, black shorts and black socks, playing from left to right on your screens, up against Peak 11, who are playing in pretty much all white shirts with green numbers. It is the Athletic just giving the ball away there, but they will want to settle down here, the Colorado side. It's just been stolen away by Zaldivar. Zaldivar, did he get tripped? Yes, he did. The referee tonight is Brooke Weiss, assisted by Manny Costa and Eric Aplis. And the fourth official is Justin Piofentine. And he said, just call me Justin. And I was glad about that. Free kick. Who's your money on here, Sonny, to take this one?
Weish can definitely hit a ball. He scored against Wichita from Kansas City from kind of a similar area during the run of play. And obviously Ruben Torres is definitely capable on the ball, but both are right-footed, so they'll be arguing about the same thing.
And heads will roll for whoever was pumping up the balls, because
that was me. That was me about 5 minutes ago.
We've had to change the ball, but the pressure not quite right. But certainly Hagen Welsh will want to put some pressure on this ball. It is quite a way out, you'd say probably 25 yards, but he's looking pretty confident. Three-man wall, goalkeeper Sloan waits. He comes up, hits it well, and it's a good diving save from Sloan. He did hit that well.
Yeah, he did hit it well. And if you're Sloan, it's kind of the one you want. A little bit of a warm-up there, get your touch out for a corner. It's kind of a win-win from both. Weish's confidence goes up, and so does Sloan's.
Ruben Torres will be taking this one.
Yeah, into a headwind. I think he prefers a flatter ball, so this could float if he doesn't strike it properly.
There's always wind here. I'm sure you can see it on the flags there. There's the ball to the back post. It's headed away. Weish, who's been involved early, plays it back into the area, but it's going to go right through, and it will be a goal kick. Word for the new scoreboard, as I see 2 minutes gone.
Look at that. Moving on up. Now that we're on the east side, we're moving on up, right?
Tell us about that, because, I mean, everything you do here is to improve the club, and has that been a while coming, and was it easy to put in?
Well, it's not just the club, it's the community. So, it can't go without saying that when it comes to community partnerships and having that impact, we don't get a lot done without Harry Willis. So Harry formed a really good relationship with Rivas and Associates, which is just an immigration law firm here in East Tulsa. They do a lot of work. It's a good ball here from Diaz. They were kind enough to donate a scoreboard, and their name will be on it for some time, which we're happy about.
Wonderful.
It's the little things at this level, right, Dave?
Absolutely. And we know how hard people work voluntarily for this wonderful club, and I'm sure the same for Peak 11. There's the ball forward. There was a little nudge, but I think that's probably good defending from Jova Baez.
It looked a little early to me, and I only say that you can sometimes read players, and Joe Ruiz isn't one to ham it up. But not a lot in it.
In possession then, Juan Torres. Good battle in the midfield there. Jaime Gutierrez wanted a free kick, but he didn't get it. And now there is a push, says the referee, on Rafa Zaldivar, and it'll be a free kick just outside the right-hand side of the box. 0-0 the score, 4 minutes gone.
Zaldivar's such a busy player too, Dave. Covers every blade of grass every time he plays.
Yeah, good player out wide on the right, isn't he?
Very, yeah. This looks like Eric Diaz to serve the ball in here.
Eric Diaz, who is playing in the formation on the left, but he's come across to take this one with the in-swinging left foot, two-man wall. Here it is from Diaz to the keeper, and it's gone in! Well, would you believe it? The keeper caught out a little bit there, Liam Sloan, and with just in the 5th minute here, Diaz gets the goal, and it's Tulsa Athletic 1, Peak 11 0.
You know what, Dave? A headwind does a lot of things. It accentuates a ball. If you're hitting an outswinger, it's going to bend a little bit further away. An in-swinger do the same thing. And it works the same with topspin. So a little bit of in-swinger with a topspin. And Sloan kind of left in a little bit of no man's land. Diaz opens his account for Tulsa Athletic this season. Couldn't be a better time.
And the keeper couldn't blame the sun then because it's behind him, isn't it? No. So it was slightly... and he wasn't unsighted, so keeper maybe just misjudging that one, but nobody for the Tulsa Athletic community will worry. It's 1-0, and the goal was from Eric Diaz. He hit it well. Here's Kieran Winters, probably his first touch of the ball.
Tulsa Athletic goal coming in the 6th
KB
minute.
Harris will go back to the local boy, Bryson Reed.
Here's Diaz again.
Now he's looking for a ball here to Zaldivar.
Might find Zaldivar.
Yeah, he's in. He's kept it in. He did well. He's got Winters behind. Here's Diallo.
Great turn from Diallo.
Into the box, round one, but he couldn't get round the last defender. And it will be another corner. Drew Laskin it was with the challenge there. 6 minutes gone, 1-0 to the home side.
Dave, if you're Coach Carrasco, it's exactly what you want. You know, you want the team that just got off the bus, got off the plane in muggy Oklahoma to kind of have that feeling in their gut of going down an early goal. So he'll obviously want them to keep the pressure up here as we're looking at Torres to serve in.
Torres to the far post. This one's missed again by the defenders, and it is out, says Manny Costa, the assistant referee. Yeah, I personally have never been to Colorado. Have you?
I have, yeah.
And
a few times.
I was talking to a professional footballer the other day, and they were saying they used to play up in Colorado, and they were saying that they always used it to their advantage.
Oh, it's worst feeling ever. Yeah.
Exactly, and you know, obviously they get to train every day. So
yeah. No, I've never played on the moon, but I have a feeling it's a little bit, only slightly more difficult than playing in Colorado.
Gutierrez. That's a good little run from Juan Torres from left back. Now he tries to thread it down the left-hand side for Klinsman Madavani. Good battle in the midfield. Jaime Gutierrez is just dispossessed there. Zaldivar.
Yeah, good play here. And it looks like he's released Diallo.
Now Diallo is battling away with a defender who does well.
It's going to be a good battle there, too. Two very strong players.
Yeah, and the defender did well there because, as we said in the open, you know, Abu is big and physical and just what you want from number 9. He's quick as well, isn't he?
Yeah, very much so, very much so. The weight of the pass was very good there, so we definitely got to see him lock horns, and I think round 1 goes to the defender for Peak 11.
Ruben Torres will take the corner from the Tulsa Athletic right. Eric Diaz is there with him.
Yeah, I'd let Eric Diaz hit everything from that side at this point. But
that's right. This one will be hit with the right foot, of course. 8.5 minutes gone here at a very sunny Hicks Park. Goes to the back post, back in from Diallo.
Here's Zaldivar.
And that is over the top. Didn't quite get it under control, and there was pressure from the defender. But this is a very, very strong start from the Tulsa Athletic.
Yeah. Coach Carrasco will be very pleased.
Just as I arrived at the ground about an hour before kickoff, I was looking at the temperature, and it was certainly in the 90s, but it said it felt like 104. Now, I don't know about you. I think maybe it's just dropped a little bit, and the breeze is helping. It's the shade on the ground is helping a little.
I'm not trying to brag, but I've been out here literally all day mowing and getting the ground ready, so it feels great right now.
There you go.
But yeah, it's still a bit muggy, still a bit hot.
And the pitch looks great, by the way, Sonny. I wanted to ask you.
Thank you, Dave.
You know, it's coming on, isn't it? It's improving all the time. It's a lot of hard work as well.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is. Keeps me out of trouble. That's what I tell people. Still a couple of little spots, but we're almost home.
Torres, infield, picked up by Weish. Now Diallo. Oh, that's
Good
a
pass.
wonderful
Here's
ball for Diallo. Zaldivar for 2, and he slips it past the keeper. Will it be cleared off the line? Yes, it will. The linesman there, Manny Costa, right in line, and it wasn't in.
Good step from Ussery here.
And that's good defending when your keeper's beaten and you can still get back there. This one is out. Good crowd in, Sonny, on the far side, in the sensible seats in the shade.
In the shaded seats, exactly right.
Good, faithful crowd.
The locals know Hicks.
Peak 11 trying to rebuild, having gone a goal down. If you're just late to this broadcast, in the 5th minute, a direct free kick from Eric Diaz.
Yeah, trying to pick out Gutierrez there.
Zaldivar gets the ball back from Torres. RT was caught there. No foul, says the referee.
Yep.
Peak 11 trying to settle in, Sonny, not able to string many passes together. That's credit to the home side, but they'll want to get the ball down and have a few passes here. Have a spell in the game. That one's just overhit and go away for a goal kick. Coach Eric Schuler looking on. Tell us about your coaching staff here at Tulsa Athletic.
You know, obviously, it's not an ideal situation in the sense that, like, we'd love for Aaron Ugba to be out on the field playing. So a torn ACL saw him kind of take a leadership role on the technical staff.
That's a good ball for Zaldivar, who's onside. Good ball from Winters. Here's a chance in the box. Ruben Torres was there. Yeah, still got the ball. Laid in, but Peak 11 have just about defended it okay.
Yeah, and that's got to be a little bit frustrating for Coach Carrasco, too, because, you know, the game is given away. It has that feel like we're going to get some chances, but you still want them to be clinical. You still want to punish the other team when you get them. You don't want to play like we're going to get 50 chances. You want them to play like we're only going to have the one. Well done there from Ebenezer Botti.
It's probably his first touch of the ball. Such has been the attacking from the Tulsa Athletic. Throw-in will be taken by Paul Luna. KB Harris, who always amazes me how high he can get up for beautifully timed headers. Of course, who will forget the goal? We'll come back to that in a minute because Diallo wants 2 here. He wants more. He's big, he's strong, he's gone past the defender. Keeper comes out, keeper gets a touch. It's a shout from some of the fans for a penalty, but it rolls away for a corner.
You know, we joked that the referee owes us a penalty from the last game because it was what we thought a pretty clear-cut one against Wichita that wasn't given. But for me right there, Diallo going away from goal, it's got to be a little bit more egregious than that. Looks like the local neighborhood pyrotechnics have kicked in.
A little bit late for the goal, which was, 8 minutes ago. 13 minutes gone here on the new scoreboard. It says Tulsa 1, Guest 0. The guests are from Colorado. They are Peak 11. Played in the Northeast region this season.
The mountain.
The mountain, excuse me. And they had a very fine win, 2-0. They had to work hard to get here.
They did. I watched the first half, and they didn't look like the team to do it. Right. And then the announcers very astutely said their fitness usually pulls them away in the second half. And he couldn't have been more right. They were the livelier side in the second half, created more chances, got their goals. 0-0
at half-time and 2 goals, and an absolute wonder goal it was from Jaime Gutierrez for the second goal. He was a mile out and wide on the right. There's a chance now for Tulsa Athletic, but that one's put up into the sky. There is the aforementioned Gutierrez. And here is Hayden Usuri. Goes back to Bryson Reed.
Yep. Skips Harris to find Winters here. Winters with space.
Kieran Winters making some progress down the right-hand side, but it was a good challenge coming in from Mandavani. I think if you're giving a prize for the best name on the field, I think it has to go to Klinsmann Mandavani.
Klinsmann Mandavani is tough to beat.
KB Harris switching to Aidan Usri here. Here's Weish. Weish groaned as he knew he hadn't quite played the ball in defeat, but he gets another chance. He's just overhit that one. Winters does, I'm going to say, well to keep it in.
Nearly brilliant.
Nearly did it.
Story of my life. Nearly brilliant.
15 minutes gone. 1-0 to the home side. Ball flicked on by Luna there. Luna goes in for a challenge as well with Weish.
Yeah, good turn from Diaz.
Diaz,
oh,
the
just
goal
misses
scorer,
Weish there.
just gives it away. Here's Aidan Can. Long ball over the top. Winters has to retreat.
Yeah, looks like Reed will sweep this one up.
Jaime Gutierrez is the number 6 playing wide on the left. Well, thanks for joining us here live on YouTube. Here at Hicks Park, Dave Saunders, joined by Sonny D'Alessandro. 1-0 the score. Ball back to the goalkeeper, Bryson Reed. Long ball, keeper to keeper, away by Liam Sloan. Can heads in field, gets it back again. He wants to throw in, referee agrees. Throw in to Peak 11, who will build from the back here. Crowd quietly expectant for more. We're going to see if we can give you some latest scores, I think, Sonny.
Yeah, sounds like Met Oval up late against Atlantic City, trying to punch their ticket to Dallas. Brilliant old club. An Open Cup final was played at Met Oval in, I think, the 30s maybe. But the club founded in the 20s. One of the historic ads. I'm not sure about that one. Looked like Ruiz got a clean toe in, but
yeah,
our man Klinsmann Mandavani.
Mandavani went down, yeah. Game being played in the right way, no malicious tackles or anything untoward.
Yep, just good football so far.
Juan Torres then with the free kick just a yard or so inside the Tulsa Athletic half. Hits it left-footed into the area. Big shout at keeper's ball. And Bryson Reed lands on his back, but he's okay.
Yeah, he's come up gunning. He's got Diaz here.
What a wonderful throw that was. Diaz looking for more. Sliding challenge. Diaz still has the ball, wearing 20, wide on the left. Peak 11 clear that pretty well, but they only give it away to Weish in the midfield.
So finds Aldebar.
Ball tends to run away coming to the right-hand side, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's that crosswind's not really helping either.
Zaldivar tried the nutmeg with Torres, didn't get it. I wanted to ask you if you've been watching any of the Euro 25 women's games, Sonny.
I saw what looked to be one of the longest penalty shootouts the other day.
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. The penalty shootouts have been absolutely incredible.
Thrilling,
I mean, the one
right?
that England got away with against Sweden was incredible. Hardly anybody scored. Germany going through today on a penalty shootout. to play Spain in the semi-final, beating France today. Kieran Winters to the here and now with the throw-in. Could go back to KB Harris. Goes forward. Ruiz. Diallo. Diallo, what a lovely turn from him. And a great ball into the box, but the keeper, Sloan, is able to palm that one down. But Diallo just showing how quickly he can turn there, Sonny.
Yep, great turn. Great turn.
Just a very good all-round player.
You know, he's one of those too, Dave, where I think his citizenship has really genuinely cost him an opportunity to be a good pro. I've always rated him as a USL 1, maybe USL championship level player, you know, but they see that he's, you know, a foreign guy, and the work visa comes into that. And, you know, sometimes that takes an opportunity away from a player. But, you know, we've seen him hold the ball up and do the things he's doing tonight against, you know, a level up from here as well. So obviously a blessing to have on the field for us as Bryson Reed looks to find. May have Zaldivar here.
Well, the keeper did well. He had to improvise there and head the ball. Fans getting behind the home side.
The old green-yellow. The old green-yellow.
Yeah, lead by 1-0. 21 minutes on the new scoreboard that has ticked by. As KB Harris cuts the ball out, playing at the back. And that's a wonderful ball from him to Zaldivar. Zaldivar looks for support.
What a ball here for Torres.
Ball. And a shot across goal just eludes everybody. What a wonderful piece of improvisation. Diaz and Torres with the shot.
Yeah, Zaldivar and Torres are they're like brothers out there. It's, you know, they always, you'll see that in teams. There's always a couple of guys who kind of are always on the same wavelength, and those two are definitely those two for us. So their first look is where's my brother, and that was a prime example of a great run and a great ball to find him. And unfortunately, Torres not able to tuck it away.
Did come off the defender, so it'll be a corner from the Tulsa Athletic left into the near post, kneed away by Mandavani.
Yeah, good pressure from Mandavani, just made Weish think a little bit there.
Yeah, he's worked hard in the midfield.
Mm-hmm.
Peak 11 working hard, but they haven't tested Bryson Reed yet. But it is just 1-0. Lars Berger wearing 2 at the back. Back to his goalkeeper, who's made a couple of good saves, but was beaten by the Eric Diaz free kick. Jaime Gutierrez. Winters just on the white line, bangs it forward. Diallo's there with Java Lawyers. Still with the ball. Good trickery again. Jump in from the defender, pulls it back, hits another defender. And in the end, Peak 11 foil the danger. But he's such a threat, is Diallo.
Yeah, Javaloyes looks maybe to be a step off the pace right now. And I think that we've watched Zaldivar run at him and then Diallo too. So kind of makes you wonder if Coach Carrasco will continue to try and exploit that. It's Winters.
Weish, right-footed ball over everybody. It's kept in, but for a throw-in. Peak 11 FC go way back into the Boulder Soccer League in the early 2000s. The original team was built out of a team named, and I'm going to ask for Sonny's Italian help here.
Oh, what do we got? Il Pestallo. Okay.
So, ball played into the box, and again, nothing for Bryson Reed to do.
Give us more of the history. You know what a lower league history U.S. Soccer nerd I am.
Well, it was from a contingent of the players working at the beloved Boulder Italian restaurant.
I love that.
It was officially renamed Boulder Rolling Greens in 2010 as a strong group of Fairview, Boulder and Monarch High School. We'll come back to the play here. That's a good intervention there from Java Lawyers, who clears away, but it did go out. It'll be a athletic throw, but a bit of an Italian restaurant connection tonight, my friend.
There it is. Here's Diallo.
Here's Diallo. If you've not eaten at D'Alessandro's, I strongly recommend that you do.
The shameless plug, I like it. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that.
The swordfish piccata is my wife's favorite, as you know, my friend.
I appreciate that. I worked out here all day yesterday, and we had a chef call in, so I had to go with my sunburn, tan lines, put my chef coat on, and get behind the oven last night.
Peak 11 have responded well since going down by a goal to nil.
Yep.
Burgo out wide. There's a ball into the box, looked dangerous, and then big shout of keeper's ball from Bryson Reed. That ends up in his gloves. Of course, I want to thank Don, who you've known from Peak 11 for a while, for giving me the information on his team.
You know, Dave, there's, and I'll say this about Don Harmon, there are a few people who genuinely have an altruistic take of what the game can be in this country. Here's Diaz.
Going to go away for a corner.
And Don Harmon is one of those people. He organizes teams. He organizes leagues. He never looks to make a ton of money doing anything. He just wants to genuinely grow the game. It's been a joy and a pleasure really working with him over the last 7 or 8 years. We almost added a conference in our last league together a number of years ago, and it didn't quite come to fruition. But, you know, we've always kept in touch. And when this opportunity came forward, like we look forward to Don growing this into Colorado and Utah's. Here is Diaz.
KB Harris heads the corner. Don's a former manager as well of Peak 11. It'll be a throw into KB Harris.
I didn't know Don was an X's and O's guy. It doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me. But Don Harmon's good people. Unable to be here. He said his wife had a soccer tournament, and he did the right thing, as you and I know. Botti puts it in. Good flick from Harris.
Away come Peak 11. Yeah, Don partnered with a group of investors to create the team in white now, Peak 11.
They had a run at USASA region, God, what's the California? I think it's region 4. I believe they lost their first game in a close one to the eventual winners, which was a team from Nevada. USASA, a competition that Tulsa Athletic have been in a couple of times. Here's Diaz.
Diaz wide on the left-hand side. Tricky player.
Yep.
Likes the ball right at his feet. Good play. Left-footed ball and a header, and it's hit the bar. And it's gone in. Yeah, they said it's got in. It was Ruiz with the header. What a ball in from Diaz. Header looked to be hitting the bar and coming down, but the linesman said it's in, and the Athletic have their second. 28 minutes gone. Tulsa Athletic 2, Peak 11 0.
Yeah, Ruiz has gone over to celebrate with the supporters, which you can't blame him. But his first look probably should have been to Diaz, but just a sublime ball. Took the player on a couple of times. Plays an exquisite ball in.
And that will take us to a hydration break, which is needed. But yeah, the second goal there, an exquisite. You know, if you're a midfielder or an attacker coming in, Sonny, that's just the perfect ball for you, isn't it?
There's a feeling as a goalkeeper when someone plays a ball in an area, and I'm not going to say the words that you think when you say it, but it's like, oh no, like not only can I not get to that, but I'm a little frozen, and it's just a floating ball waiting for someone to attack, and he played it perfectly into that space. Diaz really on has a good start to the evening with a goal and an assist. Special player. You know, was a youth team player at Saprissa, which is one of the biggest academy in Costa Rica. Played his college ball at John Brown University in Northwest Arkansas. And one of those sort of mid-season acquisitions that we picked up and came right into the side. Didn't miss a beat, and has been effective since he slid on the green and gold.
The clock showing 29 minutes. We are on a hydration break. As we said, it was over 90 degrees, probably mid-90s on kickoff. May have come down a shade or two, but you know, if you're analysing the game so far, Sonny, the Tulsa Athletic in control. We always know 2-0's a dangerous score, but you know, Bryson Reed has not been tested yet.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's a mentality thing, right, Dave? It's almost one of those things where you overlook the score, you set it down, and you go 0-0. Like let's keep playing it. It's annoying when people actually say that on the field.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's a situation where the mentality requires you to just dig in like it is a 0-0 game, and you know, continue to try and create chances, to continue to try and be really stingy defensively, and more than anything, continue to keep possession, make them work. You know, the travel in, the weather, all of those things are going to prove to be difficult as the night goes on. So it's kind of what you want to keep doing.
lights are on here at Hicks Park here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And it will be Peak 11 who will kick off, playing from right to left. If you're joining us and you're in neutral, the home side, Tulsa Athletic, in those yellow and green check shirts. A belated applause from the crowd. Did they know that was a goal? Sonny?
Yeah, the VAR just came in. It's the BAR here. Here's Klinsman Mandavani.
Yeah, Mandavani just got him behind the defence for a moment. Good play from Zaldivar, who rarely puts a foot wrong. Very high line from Peak 11, and that's easily beaten, says the referee. Diaz, now the flag goes up. Well, it's one of those where, I must admit it did look offside, and it's one of those where the linesman, old-fashioned term, has to wait and then put the flag up to see if the play develops. I don't know, Sonny. I'm old school with that one. I think if you're offside, put the flag up. Let's just blow the whistle.
I literally couldn't agree more. If you have the capabilities to have a VAR look, then it's one thing. At this level, you know, the argument I always use, Dave, is what if the ball goes over the top, him and the goalkeeper clatter into each other, thinking that it's a live ball, only to find out that it never was. Now you've got two people that are injured. I agree. I think there's room for some reform at different levels with the way offsides is applied to the game.
Free kick to be taken by Juan Torres towards the 18-yard line, headed down by Winters. Long ball forward. It's going to be there for Torres. Zaldivar. Tackled by Torres. He's performed pretty well at left back. Not an easy to play in defence against this very attacking Tulsa Athletic side, who lead this one by 2-0.
Just had a final come in the East Coast final. Your Northeast regional champions your East regional champions are Metropolitan Oval with a 1-0 result over Atlantic City.
Congratulations to them. Here it's 2-0 to the home side, Tulsa Athletic. Weish, who's a very tidy player in the midfield. Wonderful play from the home side, but Torres sticks to the task. In goes KB Harris.
Here's a little trivia for you, Dave. Met Oval's coach was San Antonio Corinthians coach when you were on the mic for us in 2014. John Burklow is the guy's name. I think you may have even interviewed him after the game one time, but he's moved up to New York. He was in El Paso in the USL Championship.
Winters has continued the run here into the box, takes a header forward. Can he pull it back? He can to Diallo. Diallo surrounded by defenders. Yeah, that name rings a bell, and I think the interview rings a bell as well. It's only 11 years ago.
I know, exactly. I don't even remember what I had for lunch today.
Well, I was going to say, I can't remember what I did yesterday. Bryson Reed just out of his area there to clear. Ball brought down in the midfield.
This is a good ball if it gets past Harris, which it does not.
KB Harris. I always go back. Whenever I see KB Harris head a football, the winning goal against crosstown rivals FC Tulsa in the Open Cup.
Here's a head-to-head.
Yeah, there is a player down. I think it is Java Lawyers who's down there, just got one in the head. Brooke Weiss, the referee, just explaining what's going on. Player being checked out. Always difficult when there's a head injury. One of the good things, compared to when you and I played, where you sort of banged your head, oh, carry on, and then you can't remember
Oh,
the second half. You know,
exactly.
I mean, it's right and proper to get a concussion protocol in place. They have got a couple of subs, peak 11. And Jose Javaloyes here looks a little bit groggy from that head clash. Temporarily down to 10. They're not, well, they are going to make the substitution now. So on will come the number 10. Matthew Varley, the Frenchman, coming on.
For our listeners that don't know, Dave filling in this evening, but your full-time mic job at FC Tulsa, who's having a wonderful year this year. Talk a little bit about the start and that group this year while we have a stoppage.
Yeah, I think it's testament to what they're doing. You know, they spent a lot of money on players. I mean, that's the first thing to say. But they are top of the league, and they're playing tonight at Louisville in the USL Championship. Never an easy place to go.
Tough place to play.
But you know, they've gone about it quietly, and you know, they're kind of the unfancied team. Very good defensively. I think they're fourth in the USL Championship across the two conferences in fewest goals conceded, and they're winning games. You know, ugly as well, as we say in the trade.
Yeah. And
you know, like I say, tough place to go tonight, but yeah, doing well. And there's a few connections, aren't there? Anthony Harper, who I know well, 18-year-old, who played a couple of times, you said, for the Tulsa Athletic. He is on the bench tonight and was on the bench on Saturday.
Yeah, talented young player. Strong.
Yeah, very good. Very good player. Nice guy, you know, and I know his parents very well. So, yeah, it's been a good season so far.
Early in the season, we joked, partly because we fell victim to it, but we would say, who are FC Tulsa going to beat 1-0 tonight? And they've been successful with that. And like you said, good ball in here.
Oh, it was a shot and a good block.
Was a good block.
Yeah. As it could have gone through to it was Bouty with the block, and it could have gone through to Bryson Reed. But yeah, they're starting to click. And of course, they've never had a home playoff game. And I don't want to speak too soon, but you've got to be in the top 8. You've got to be in the top 4 to get a home playoff game. Here's McCann. McCann battling away over there.
Yeah, big player, McCann. Looked like he may have been offside there, but apparently he's just let it go out for a corner.
Eric Applis, the assistant referee there, pointing to the corner flag.
Yep.
So good response. They've had to make a change. Just looking down, seeing the defender there is sitting down. Looks a little bit groggy. We hope he's okay. A bit of a clash to the head. There's the ball into the box, and it's headed over.
Yeah, it's a free header there.
It's a free header for Lars Bergo, who's up from the back. And by his own standards, I'm sure he'd want that one back again. It's one of those where it's a line drive, comes to you, hit it well. But it was Bergo with the header over. Remains 2-0. 38 minutes gone. Here at Hicks Park in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Ball bouncing around on the halfway line. And it will go all the way back to the goalkeeper, Liam Sloan, who's been beaten by a direct free kick and then a header from Joe Ruiz, which hit the bar. And credit as well the assistant referee, Manny Costa, who was right there to indicate to the referee that it was over the line. Shades of Jeff Hurst in the 1966 World Cup final for a while.
Hope there's not a German contingent here this evening.
There you go.
Driving run, good ball out wide here. This is better from peak 11.
Yeah, they're doing well here. That's a great ball and a free header, headed over.
Yeah, certainly encouraging stuff.
Yeah, it's a good break down the right. And in the end, it was headed over. It was another free header. There's been a couple of free headers. Tulsa Athletic.
Yeah, good run here from Ussery.
Sun has now gone in completely.
Diaz looking for Zaldivar, diagonal run there. Ruiz splitting it, finding Diallo.
Diallo doesn't mind hitting it from there, but he goes short here to Zaldivar. Zaldivar, good ball into the box, flicked by the defender. Another block from the defender. Another chance on goal from Ruben Torres, blocked.
Diaz, another one of these little balls, this time slow and a little bit wiser to it, as it would have landed on Joe Ruiz's head again.
Carbon copy almost, yeah. Here's Gutierrez now trying to break.
And good transition work there from Zaldivar. It had opened up there a little bit, Dave. You know, and it was nice to see the discipline from Tulsa Athletic too.
And good defending from Peak 11. They got players in the way of those shots, helping their goalkeepers slow now.
And if you're Coach Carrasco, you got to like to see Ussery there in the box, almost grabbing himself a goal. Like if the other team knows the outside backs are in the box and that they're, you're happy to commit that many players forward to get a goal. There's a psychological piece to that, a psychological element, knowing that, maybe flirting with a little yellow card, but he's going to get away with it.
With the pull back there. No yellow card shown by Brook Weiss, but he's refereed it pretty well. Tried to let it go there, but to pull it back.
I'll say that about Brook. He always looks to let the teams play first. Zaldivar, not a ton in it, but nothing malicious.
Little story about Brook. I'm sure he won't mind me telling you this, but I once saw him referee a game of volleyball in a local high school. And it was just so funny to see him in that position. Of course, you stand on the ladder,
Yeah,
the
sure.
net, and he did very well, I hasten to add. But it was just strange to see him because we're always seeing him in the middle of a game of football. Ruiz, score of the second goal.
What did you fall in love with in life? Oh, officiating stuff.
Who'd be a referee?
I hear you.
Well, I've done it myself, actually. I mean, it is good if you've played the game and you can understand a little bit where the players are coming from. I think they make good referees.
It's a necessary part of what we do, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Well intercepted there from Ruiz. That said, when the droids are dialed in and they are mistake-free, the human error element is never an argument I've been sold on as far as that's just part of the game. It's like, no, we're always looking to get better. Sloan does well there to break the line.
Strong run forward.
Yeah, surging run.
Hitch Smizer, who's playing up front. There's a low ball into the box. But good defending from Bowerty.
Yep, good feet there.
Here's the dangerous Jaime Gutierrez. Good spell here from Peak 11.
They've had a few spells, a few patches.
Just takes one goal to get back in the game. Diallo,
good
wonderful
stuff from
play.
Diallo. Here's Zaldivar.
Zaldivar.
He could be in here.
Defender comes across. Virgo, Zaldivar lays it off. Diallo hits the defender. Could have gone looped over the keeper's head. And in the end, it's going to be a free kick for the foul by Torres.
That's one of those as well, Dave, where it is a foul, but you know that what he kicked there was the bottom of his cleats, which is never a nice feeling.
Right.
To foul someone when it hurts you that much. So I think we'll see Zaldivar get up and be fine here. But
free kick then with 2 minutes to go, although you'd expect a couple of minutes from the fourth official just down below us for the hydration break.
Yeah, that's right.
Talking of hydration. Drinks to the athletic player down there. Free kick, four-man wall.
Not a great wind for a right footer here.
Referee blows the whistle. Four-man wall waits, so does the keeper. And it's low and it's in!
God, what a wonderful curse of the commentator that one is.
Wow. Low, and no wonder they want to clean his boot there. That was a beautifully struck shot, and it is Tulsa Athletic 3, Peak 11 0, just before half time. And a wonderful, wonderful strike.
You know, more had been asked from Torres. He had been in. He's a great player. He gets in very good spots in the final third. But it was like, what are we producing? We have a 7-0 result. We have a 3-0 result. We have a couple of results where you're not on the score sheet and you don't have any assists. And then the very next thing, against FC Wichita, he scores one from about 40 yards out and has an assist. And here he is finding the back of the net again. So dangerous player in dangerous spots.
Couldn't have struck it anymore. We understand. We understand. There's going to be 3 minutes to be added on. Fourth official.
Tulsa Athletic goal coming in the 45th minute by number 10, Ruben Torres. The fourth official has indicated 3 minutes of stoppage time. 3 minutes of stoppage time.
So that's Torres' second of the season.
Beautifully struck. So 2 free kicks and a header from open play. 3-0 the score.
Well done there from Winters, just doing enough.
Kieran Winters is quite a versatile player, isn't he? Doesn't always play at right back. He can play in the central midfield or
against FC Tulsa, he played right wing. You know, I think he would tell you his natural position is probably like a CDM, like a 6. Mandavani looks to play a ball in here.
Flicked on by Gutierrez. Good save from Bryson Reed, who keeps the Peak 11 score at 0, but they've won it back here into the area again.
Yeah, need a little bit more there from Torres.
Some of the fans of Bryson Reed chanting his name after that. Wonderful save. Forward come the home side. 47th minute.
Good pass here from Zaldivar finding Diallo.
Plenty of white shirts back. Diallo into the area. Looks for support. Wants to go on his own here. Pulls it across. Header from Torres. Header from Burgo. And Diallo just couldn't keep hold of the ball there, but they're playing it a little bit dangerously here. Mandavani.
Good step here from Winters. Driving run. Here's a chance for Winters. Looks for Diallo.
Diallo
Wolf goes power.
Yeah, Burgo did well there to get in the way of that one.
Yeah, didn't overcommit either, too. Sometimes you'll see a defender like go for the sliding block, and which leaves you exposed to being chopped or cut, and that wasn't the case. Sloan's footwork just fine.
One of the features when Peak 11 have the ball deep is the pressure applied from the home side. Don't let them have much room. And that's a little bit wayward from Taylor Schmeiser. And it will be a throw-in. And we are nearly at half-time. Well, I say nearly. We are at half-time. Mr. Weiss there with the whistle. So far, so good. Quick summing up from Sonny D'Alessandro with Tulsa Athletic.
Yeah, you could argue it's almost a perfect half. You'd almost say a few chances left on the table there, but they did what Coach Carrasco set up to do, which was, you know, a good pressure scheme, getting the ball in dangerous areas, some good finishes. 3-0 at halftime. No one's ever going to argue with that in a cup final. So,
if you're Peak 11, you've got to come out in the second half and try to get an early goal to get yourself on the board.
That's exactly right. Yeah, I mean, you know, the difference between 3-1 and 4-0 is everything, right? At 3-1, there's something to absolutely grind for. 4-0, the game starts to look lost. So, yeah, the first 15 minutes of the second half will be crucial for both sides, and I think the next goal will have a big role in what the story looks like.
Sonny D'Alessandro will let you try to make that cup of tea for me in the halftime. We've got a kettle, folks. We've got a cup. We've got tea bags. We'll see what he can do. We're going to step away now. We'll be back with the second half with a halftime score. Tulsa Athletic 3, Peak 11 0. Stadium here in Tulsa, Oklahoma for this match between the visitors from Colorado, Peak 11, and the home side, Tulsa Athletic. If you are joining us late on this broadcast and you're neutral, playing from right to left on your screens in the green and white checked shirts of the home side, Tulsa Athletic, up against Peak 11 from Colorado in all white tonight, who get us underway, and it is 3-0 to the home side. Dave Saunders, joined by one of the Tulsa Athletic owners, and that is Sonny D'Alessandro. Sonny, I trust you spoke to some of the fans at halftime, or were you with the team?
I played 2 minutes on the mini field. I grabbed a beer. They were out of burgers. I spoke to some fans. Yeah, good vibes. You know, everyone obviously up 3-0 in a cup final. Here's a toe. Diaz could be in here.
Yeah, Diaz for his second of the night. Shoots, but it's an easy save in the end.
You know, I like that he swung his leg there. Sometimes players, you know, they're deterred and they won't take the chance, and then it turns into nothing. So at least he swung the peg.
KB Harris with the foot in there. Yep, Winters.
Zaldivar finds Winters.
Harris goes back to Bryson Reed. Tell us about Bryson Reed. Just a fantastic young man and a fantastic goalkeeper, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know, we are, when you talk about being blessed, we're, oh, this is a great ball.
Just a little bit too much, and Sloan will get onto that one.
You know, we have a relatively high-level professional goalkeeper that comes out and captains the team for our matches. So, you know, we're very fortunate in that way.
And if memory serves, the local teacher.
He is teacher at Broken Arrow High School. It's a good ball for Ussery.
Ussery here to the byline. Can he pull it back? He certainly can, but there's a defensive foot there getting up to Can. Can just missing that one. One of the taller players on the Peak 11 side. Ball stabbed through again. Ussery going through. Sliding challenge this time from...
Yeah, I think they're going to just call Ussery offside there. He looks to not agree, which is commonplace for those who have wandered slightly offside.
You're never offside as a striker, are you?
That's right. And as a left back, why would I be, right? So,
long ball forward. Good header from Weish in the midfield. And this is good play to hold off the challenge, Eric Diaz. Ruiz scored the second goal with his head. Dinks the ball over the top. Out comes the keeper, Sloan. Bit of urgency now from the Colorado side here, who need to get a goal to get themselves back in this game, but that one's just overhit. That will go through to Bryson Reed.
Yeah, you know, it's a tough spot, Dave. They have to open up the idea that if we're going to get that goal, it means that we're going to have to push numbers forward, which means we will be exposed. So, you know, the easiest thing in the world is to sit in and just kind of not do anything. But I think we will see them open up and go for a goal. And, you know, if they get the first one, they stick to it. If they concede the first one, then, you know, maybe that changes, but we will see. Here's Gutierrez.
Gutierrez, scorer of that second goal, as I said, against Boulder United in that last game, which brings them here, Peak 11. Burgo. He's done pretty well at the back, Burgo. He's up against Diallo, who's just over there on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
Not so much at the middle.
And that's a good point. I mean, in terms of Diallo having a good night, it's been a little bit of a quiet night for Diallo. He's held the ball up. He's been dangerous in the box, but he hasn't quite connected that final pass, and he hasn't found the score sheet yet. So, you know, if you're looking for some wins.
Ussery brings down the ball very well. Good
Lovely.
flick here for Ruben Torres. His first touch just put him in trouble, but he's gone shoulder to shoulder with the defender. Burgo gets her chest away, and it will be
It's like a
throw in. Other likes of, you know, Diaz, Torres, and Zaldivar, just a nightmare to bring them off the pitch. They just want to play every minute, don't they?
They do. Yeah, they do. And it's not like they're just out there playing either. It's high intensity.
Right.
They press
Right.
the ball. They want to be dangerous in dangerous spots. You know, you'll see players that kind of log on and log off there in games for a little while. The three of them are just not that player.
Yeah,
I mean, whether they're having a good game or a bad game, they still want the ball. They still want to press you defensively. They're always looking to make your night difficult.
Yeah, uncomfortable for the defenders. Winters did well to just toe that one out wide. KB Harris joining in. Shares a little 1-2 with Weish.
He's held the bar a little bit of a fortuitous bounce.
And it comes
It's gonna
offside
be
of
a
a goal kick, yeah. Got a few supporters who've gone on the behind the goal there, expecting a few more Tulsa Athletic goals. Tell us a little bit about your fans. It seems to me you've got families in, you've got, shall we say, more mature in years people in.
Well,
you know, I mean, it's a mix, isn't it?
They're still alcohol fueled. That goes without saying. But yeah, you know, they love the club. I think they love a little bit of banter behind the goal. Some goalkeepers are good with it, some less so. But yeah, I mean, you'll see a percentage of them sort of switch around, and you know, they'll go to the opposite goal, and you know, give Sloan a second 45 minutes.
Canned as well to intercept for the
does.
peak 11 here. Haven't mentioned too much of Emilio Mendoza, but here he is on the ball, the number 8. Gutierrez tackled though well by Bouty.
Yeah, Bodie, that's a good ball too. That's going to check. A little slow to react there.
Can up to the front line. Schmeiser here now trying to chest the ball down and then shoots. But
Yeah,
it's,
I admire it. You know, a half chance is there, swing the leg, and you know, obviously it skies it a little bit. But you know, it's those areas where if you work your way back into a game, it's, you know, you score a goal from the top of the box. So recognize that it's a half chance and make sure you're not leaving it on the table.
your tree was in danger there. I remember. Tell me about the tree.
Oh,
where
the old
put a
tree
little,
of victory. Yeah,
Yes.
today we it was given a yellow banana and
Right.
a green apple, very apropos. But yeah, there's one piece of superstition here, and it's the tree of victory. Is Diallo still on the ball? It's a foul. I don't know if he's in the box or not. Well,
Just outside, I think.
Yeah.
Good officiating again with the AR and the centre referee communicating well.
Yeah, when we arrived here, there was like,
For
I
the
don't know how to
remainder of the
describe
game,
it, Dave. There was
two bomb
a
pops for
spread
$1.
of gourds, little
Athletic concession
pumpkins and
stand
things, and
two
no one
bomb
messed
pops
with them, and
for
they just
$1.
were there forever, and we just never lost any games. So now when we go to get ice before, sometimes we'll get a lime and a lemon or an avocado and a banana. Oh, Diaz tries to go quick there.
Yeah, just a little bit. I think he's
Oh, I
been-
do have confirmation, by the way, because I walked past him. It was a cross. And good on him for owning it. But at the same time, you know, put a ball in a dangerous area and good things happen. So that headwind, you know, that little bit of topspin knocks it down, top corner. 1-0, but Eric Diaz did own that it was a
just over
cross
hit
and
ball
not
there.
a shot.
But like we say, you've got to credit the opposition here because they've 3-0 down 7 minutes into the second half. They're not sitting back. They're trying to get back in this game.
Yep.
Sloan will come out of his area and let it go through for a goal kick.
Yep.
Eric Schuler, the coach, looks on. Laskin.
Finding a little bit of joy with that diagonal ball. Here's Mandavani.
Yeah, Mandavani into the front line, but Schmeiser's worked hard up front. Taylor Schmeiser, but he's not had a lot to feed. Good play from Ruben Torres, who scored a free kick goal just before half time. Which gives us the current score of 3-0. Dave Saunders, Sonny D'Alessandro with you.
Well, one from Torres there. Not known for his crunching tackles, but committed there. Wins it in a dangerous place.
Lights have been on pretty much since the first half. Slightly cooler evening now. It's been a very hot day in Tulsa. Heat advisories all over the place. Ignored by Sonny D'Alessandro, who was out here working on the field.
Yeah, I'm not. Those weren't doctor's orders to stay out here for that long. It's just part of my sickness, I think. Good touch from Usry.
Yeah,
sort of a
Usry.
lazy leg there, too.
Usry into the box and it's belted away. It's going to finish up with Eric Schuler, the coach. Peak 11. Good play from Usry there.
Usry and Way will be happy to be in the national semifinals on Thursday, as they're both Dallas kids, Dallas Texans Academy coming through. Here's Boti.
Bote's just one of those very calm defenders.
He is.
Doesn't put many balls in the wrong place. Talking of calmness, here's KB Harris, but he's given that one away. Good interception. There's the ball over the top, but KB Harris atones for his own error.
Yeah,
50.
there's a really good ball out, too.
Azari.
Love this ball. What a knock that is.
That's a
Saunders.
beautiful ball. Zaldivar now in on the keeper for 4. Chips the keeper and
He's
scores.
done it.
But that is all about the ball. No wonder they go into Azari there. That was just a wonderful raking ball, and Zaldivar got on the end of it, went through with the keeper, and it is Tulsa Athletic 4, Peak 11 0.
Great vision, great touch.
And there truly is daylight between the two teams now. And Peak 11 only have one more sub to bring on. The unfortunate head clash in the first half, and the heads have dropped a little bit. And maybe we might see some substitutes from Tulsa Athletic. Peak 11 need to pick themselves up again here.
Yeah, not entirely fair to judge them on tonight either. You know, traveling on the road late in the season, you know, you might not be all of your top guys, might not be some of this is obviously a very difficult place to play as well. I mean, you go to Boulder, I'm sure that it could be an incredibly difficult evening. So,
by number 14, Rafa Zaldivar.
Don't let the scoreline fool you. It's this Peak 11 is a very good team, and I don't think this is the first time that they're going to be at the regional level.
Right, I agree with you. I agree with you. Fans are enjoying themselves here at the community park in Tulsa. Given away, Torres coming forward now. Juan Torres wearing 7, trying to drive the ball towards the 18-yard line.
Oh,
KB Harris, tidy play.
Harris.
Ruben Torres now. Peak 11 pushing up very high.
It's 2 kind of sloppy passes from Torres. Had time to make the right pass.
Aiden Can dumps one into the corner for Jaime Gutierrez. And again, calm play at the back from Weish is a wonderful player.
He really
one
is.
of those blue-collar workers, but more than that. I mean, he's very good on the ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Coach Woodhead and I discuss it sometimes, and, you know, I think we're both kind of old school in mind because he will play the 6 and he'll play the 8 as well, but we always want him to be a little bit more physical, and not just for, like, breaking play up, but I think if we just want him to have the ball more, you know, because when he has the ball, it's very dangerous. Mandavani, good tackle here from
Peak 11 want to make their last substitution, but they've got a goal back here.
Yeah, you heard Reed call for it, and then just an opportunistic moment there. Makes it 4-1.
4-1, and the goal scorer is Schmeiser, who's not had too many touches of the football up in the front line, but he took it well there.
He did, yeah.
And there's going to be a substitution, which we will tell you about. The last substitution that can be made, because they've brought 13.
Peak 11 goal coming in the 58th
Cameron
minute.
Buttman has come on,
By number
wearing
3,
9.
Taylor
And
Schmeiser.
it is Aiden Can who's been withdrawn. Discussion with the 4th official and the centre referee. 4-1 the score now. The home club reluctant to put the goal on the board, Sonny. Oh, there it is. There it is, 4-1.
There it is, the first time.
Again, we tell you about the
A
scoreboard.
little moment of honor, right? You're the first one to hang one on the new scoreboard.
There you go.
Hopefully it'll be there for the next 25 years. Become a trivia question, right?
That's right. Azri trying to back heel, and there was a little bit of a push there, and Azri has got the free kick. It's going to be taken by Boaty.
Reed finding Winters.
Kieran Winters steps in to the midfield, plays it back to Harris. Patient build up this one from the home side.
Good run from Zaldivar. He's just off there.
I think he's going to be off. Yeah, there we go. Both ARs have been busy tonight.
And again, I think this becomes an important 5 to 10 minutes here. You know, if the game goes 4-2, then, you know.
Yeah, Peak 11 will say they're in the game. Obviously 4-1, a little bit of a mountain decline. Here's Diallo. Shoots.
Oof,
just wide the target.
Yep.
Keeper diving.
But
yep.
you like that attitude from Diallo. You know, you haven't had much of a chance. It's like, go ahead and create your own. Like, may only be a half chance, but a quick turn and a shot from the top of the box. You know, strikers score from there all the time. So you like the mentality to, you know, to try and figure out a way to play himself into the game.
Mandavani. Just not on the same wavelength there. Yeah, Diallo's had I guess by his standards, a quiet game. He's done nothing wrong. He's created space for others, I think, tonight, and
yes.
He's worked hard. But
yeah,
probably that was his first shot on target, certainly the second half.
Harris allowed to carry.
Mandavani, who in my opinion has been one of their better Peak 11 players tonight.
We've seen him play about 7 positions. He's been all over the pitch.
Yeah, he's worked hard for his team. Bryson Reed clears, can't pick it up, of course. Diallo now sprinting towards the keeper, who does well.
Yeah, Sloan with a good little first touch there.
Burgo.
A little loose here from Tulsa. Peak 11 able to find some space.
Here's Mandavani again. No offside. Ball played. Couldn't quite wrap his foot around that one. Schmeiser, so it's going to go out for a goal kick.
Yeah, a good 5-minute spell if you're Peak 11, and I would say Coach Carrasco would say the exact opposite if you're Tulsa 11. Not, you know, the defending, sort of the half defending there, biting for fakes towards the opponent's goal. It's like be diligent, get goal side, make it difficult.
Reed with the goal kick towards the left-hand side. Strong header coming in from Mendoza.
It's a really good ball here for Ussery.
Ussery down the left-hand side, just keeps it in. Up against Burgo, and that goes into the grateful arms of the goalkeeper.
Well done from Weish. And I'll say this about Ussery too.
Diallo's in here, but it's just a little bit too much. Out comes the keeper.
Ussery is a right-footed player and will probably be a right back at Oral Roberts University, but I like that he spent all summer at left back. Like, become, like, and I'm not saying that he's uncomfortable on his left foot. I'm not. But, you know, getting better on your weaker foot's never, ever, ever a bad thing.
Referee's gone with a corner there. I think Eric Shooter, the coach, wanted a foul.
Yeah, looks like we're gonna see Diaz make way.
Mandavani with the corner. 64th minute here. Into the box. Keeper comes out. Bryson Reed, big shot at keeper's ball, and immediately bowls it out to the right-hand side.
Yeah, not much on here. Weish making up some ground. Zaldivar kind of free to do what he wants to do on his own. Weish still making this run.
Zaldivar, really intelligent play from him. 2 players to aim at. Goes back. Shot wide of the target. Coming in from Torres. Now it's going to be a substitution here.
Yeah, looks like we're going to see Hayden Parker come on for Kieran Winters. A good night from Winters.
Yeah, I think he's been tidy and played well. He applauds the home fans. And on will come. Tell us about this young man coming on, Parker.
Yeah, local guy, Owasso, Oklahoma, plays collegiately at Rogers State University, a D2. Big, strong, physical player, good on the ball. He's got a lot of tools that you can't train to be big and strong. I guess you can train to be strong, but he's a big kid, but he's got good feet. So he got the start against FC Wichita.
In the 65th minute.
Here's Zaldivar.
Number 15, Hayden Parker.
Goes into the midfield. Nice time to come on when your team's winning by 4 goals to 1.
Right. I couldn't tell if Torres was on or off there. Ref says he's on.
Good play. Gets to the ball, and can he put it back? He's out. He's run out of field here.
The supporters applauding something that doesn't exist, which is about par for the course.
Burgo. Good ball up to Gutierrez, but his first touch just let him down, and Weish wins the ball back. Gutierrez tries to win it back. Diallo spreads the play to Botti. Botti's going to go forward now from the back, trying to create the overlap. Doesn't need to be there because it's into the box, but the keeper, Sloan, is there.
Yeah, Sloan wants to go 9-9 here and does. Harris will win this easily, though. He hasn't done himself any favors.
Parker does well in the midfield. Just tidying up, wearing 15. So do you get to work with the players, Sonny, during the week, or is it one of those things that you stay back from?
Yeah, I don't. Here's Diallo. Maybe a card here. They don't know it yet, but I'll probably come out on Wednesday and put my goalkeeper gloves on so everyone's confidence is on an all-time high. You've been around the club for 12 or 13 years, Dave, whether directly or indirectly. Like, you know me enough to know what if there's anything that needs to be done, like I'll do it. So I've washed the kits all this week. And if Coach Carrasco said, hey, is there something, I may need you to do something, set up cones, whatever, I would do it. But sometimes when we have like a reserve team in the other league that we play in, like sometimes I'll take that group. But I'm not a tactician, maybe a motivator, but it's not a. I think it's a funny look when ownership gets involved in technical staff decisions. So I trust Ruben Carrasco. He has worked tirelessly. Couldn't be more pleased and impressed. He was given a difficult situation when Coach Woodhead walked away. Dave, we were 0-2, and our next game was away to Oklahoma City, that's a lion's den there. Carrasco comes from 1-0 down, 2 goals in the second half, gets a 2-1 result, goes on to win his first 4 and really, really changes the trajectory of the season. There's a lot to be said for that. That doesn't come with just X's and O's. Like, that's a mentality. So, it was not a wonderful position to walk into, but he took the opportunity, and I think that bodes well for him. They say fortune favors the bold, right? And Ruben walked into it. People don't like to coach here. The expectation is really, really high.
Absolutely.
Like I said before, like we don't brag about conference championships. If we hold on tonight, we'll enjoy a regional championship. But like the goal is the national championship. Here's Weish.
Yeah, Weish for 5 if he can hit it well. But this time Sloan's right in behind that one. 4-1 it remains. 69 minutes gone.
Yeah, I think we saw O'Rourke come on as well.
Yes, we did.
For Diaz, maybe? O'Rourke, another local product, plays at Rogers State. Played with us last summer. Very good player. Very good finisher, too. If he finds himself around the goal, do not be surprised if the net bulges.
Throw in then. 70th minute. Diallo has dropped off the front line. Back heel. Neat play from him.
Oh, this is
Parker
a great
through.
ball.
Subs combining. O'Rourke up against 3 defenders.
That's a great pass for Zaldivar.
Saldivar now lays it back. Diallo! And we might need a new ball. I think that was disappeared over there, Sonny. We might need to get that one later.
And then there were 7.
Now we're going to have
There'll be a hydration break.
a hydration break now,
We'll give us a
and
break in the action will give us a chance to thank our
Tulsa
2025
Athletic,
sponsors.
who are in control
Tulsa
at
Athletic would like to thank
4-1.
Soccer City.
Again, you know, if Peak 11 were to come out here after this break and get a goal, it's kind of game on a little bit. You've got to be careful, the home side here.
Yeah, I mean, look, if we're being honest, like Tulsa's been in control of the game, and you can tell by the infighting a little bit on the side of Peak 11 here. You know, they're passionate. They want to play their way back into the game, but Tulsa Athletic have controlled the game. That said, you're absolutely right. Like a lapse in concentration, you go to 4-2.
Don't forget their specials going on.
You know, if you don't manage that pressure and they keep pushing, then, you know, it could become messy. But yeah, you know, I think if you get to 80 minutes with a 3-goal lead, I think you're home. So these next 10 minutes will be crucial to focus, be smart. You know, if you have chances, be clinical, and don't give a lot up. I mean, I know it's really generic to say, but you know, what you don't want is to invite a hungry team in, because what they are known for is their fitness, for hanging around games. You know, bringing the high altitude lungs here, you know, it's an endless supply of oxygen as far as they're concerned. Now the humidity might be an adversary that they're not quite accustomed to dealing with, but yeah, it's bottom line, it's important for them to be focused over the next 10 minutes. It'll be telling.
Do you know if they're staying in Tulsa tonight and go back tomorrow?
I think so. I think so.
Well, it's certainly, they've acquitted themselves very well. They've been up against a team in form with Tulsa Athletic, who lead this one by 4-1. It's 2 goals, a goal apiece in the second half, I should say. It was 3-0 at half time. Peak 11 have brought on their 2 subs that they brought. We're going to restart this one with a goal kick from Sloan. And it's a reasonably quick turnaround then before the winner of this game. And if it was the Athletics, it will be in Dallas, of course.
That's right.
Where if people are thinking of going to the tournament, do you know the exact location?
Yeah,
Can you tell them about it?
It'll be at FC Dallas, so it'll be at the facility in Frisco. They're going to look at this line drive. They're essentially going to make a small little stadium field for the semis and for the final. So Zaldivar
into the box, couldn't find Diallo. Torres will complete the clearance only as far as Oti. Parker dispossessed there. Torres has had a tidy game, wearing 7. Schmeiser, the goal scorer, dropping off the front line. Noticeable the Athletic have got 4 players in that back 4 sitting there now as the long ball comes. Weish with a good header. They've worked it out well here.
Yep.
To Klinsmann, Mandavani. Ruiz is going to shield this one out all day for a goal kick.
Yep.
73.5 minutes gone, 4-1.
Shaking hands with Chris Taylor over there.
Chris Taylor, a former player, not one of my neighbors as well, I should say.
Your neighborhood has all Americans everywhere, Dave. Chris Taylor, most famously known for scoring the equalizing goal in the national championship game in the 92nd minute.
And he was playing last year, wasn't he? For you, or was it the year before?
Yeah, the year before. The year before.
Still looks very conditioned.
Here's a great ball for O'Rourke. I'd like to see him stay at pace here and not slow.
Offside. Offside.
Yeah.
Up goes the flag. Few of the home fans didn't like it, but I think it was the correct decision.
Yep. One of my only criticisms of O'Rourke is he likes to take his own pace away. Like that first touch, keep yourself at speed, make them adjust to your pace. You know, players will fight all game long to have enough time or space to get up to pace. whenever you young players, if you have the ability to get up and running on the wing, that's a gift. And in fairness, he might have seen the flag go up and just said, I'm not running for that.
Right. Flag went up pretty early this time. Botti with the throw up to Diallo, who flicks the ball forward, but not to one of his teammates.
Great
Schmeiser,
first touch.
Yeah, laid it off there. And the ball was out, according to the assistant on the far side. Game in a bit of a lull. It's 15 minutes to go. 4-1 to the home side.
Zaldivar still running.
This one finds O'Rourke, wearing 16, steps in field.
Here is O'Rourke.
O'Rourke in the area. Can it be 5? Oh, he's hit the
he's
post, and
rattled
it's
the
going to
post.
come back to O'Rourke, who chips it towards goal, and it's way wide of the target. Well, very unlucky for the substitute there. Did everything right, just hit the post.
Yeah, it's a good attitude. Make a convincing run. Torres puts the right weight on the pass, gives him a chance. Just denied by the woodwork.
And O'Rourke with a challenge there, keeping the ball down in the corner for peak 11. Gutierrez. Weish was in.
That might have been one of those 4-1 calls, Dave.
Mr. Weiss, the referee, right on the spot. He's kept smiles on the players' faces.
He has.
He's had one yellow card, an obvious one, hasn't he? So
yeah, even that wasn't malicious. It was just kind of like, I don't want to do this amount of running right now.
ball flicked on, but the wind has certainly picked up here. This is a bit of a trait of Hicks Park, isn't it?
Some sort of tunnel we're in here. Looks like we're going to see Jonathan Morgan come on. If I were to guess, I would say probably for either Zaldivar or maybe Torres. If it's Torres, then I think we'll see O'Rourke sit in behind Diallo.
I think you're right. I think O'Rourke's done exactly that. He's gone to the number 10 spot there. Spot on.
I did cheat a little bit as I watched him walk behind Diallo. But, yeah. Morgan, an incredibly pacey winger.
Substitution Tulsa in the 78th minute.
Ruben Torres has had another good game tonight.
He has.
Number 7.
Takes a well-earned
Jonathan
rest.
Morgan.
13 minutes to go in this one. 4-1 to the home side. Usuri just did a little bit too much there.
Good swarm defending there from Tulsa.
Parker does well. Up against
Yeah, good
Amanda
stuff
Varney.
there from Parker. He's got a good run here. That's a great ball. Just misses it. Really well read there by Sloan, playing high there.
Has to as well, with his back four pushing up, of course, 4-1 down.
Great stuff from Botti there.
Botti's had a very uncomplicated game. Quality defender. Referee's just going to have a little word.
Yep. Honestly, that may have been the first sort of chippy thing we've seen all evening. Unknowingly against maybe the nicest person on Tulsa's team, Ebenezer Botti.
Bryson Reed just telling everybody to calm down.
Yep.
Gets the ball to feet. .5 minutes to go. Beautiful play from Morgan. O'Rourke tries again. Still the ball is coming to Diallo. Diallo wants to get this on his right foot. Nutmegs the defender, but Sloan does well to come out and foil the danger. Little high five there with Diallo as well.
What Sloan and Diallo did?
Diallo was through on goal, but the keeper did well to foil the danger.
I saw that. I just didn't see the high five.
Just, I think he caught the keeper as he went through. No comment from the keeper. They just high-fived and got on with it.
The old school approves. Here's O'Rourke.
O'Rourke's done well since coming on.
Yep.
Had a couple of chances, hit the
Busy
woodwork.
player. Here's looking for Morgan again.
Morgan tries to control it on his right shoulder. It's going to be a throw into the team from Colorado.
Morgan, of very traditional lineage, he's Norwegian Jamaican, as is his brother Ben. Father Jamaican, mother Norwegian. It's a good ball.
Here's the substitute. But again, the wind picks up, they clash, and it's going to go away for a corner.
Yeah, I think it's kind of one of those where, in lieu of calling a foul, you just kind of give a neutral corner, and you don't have to you don't have to deal with it. So we've seen refs do it before, and it is what it is. I'm not saying I disagree.
10 minutes to go in this one. They need a goal quickly to peak 11 if they're going to produce a real comeback, stirring comeback in this one.
Dave, I'd like your feedback on something. Our general manager, Dan DeVore, on top of this scoreboard wants to put a bullseye, and if the ball hits it during the course of play, it's dollar beers.
It would be very Tulsa Athletic-like if we did it.
It's like the most
he says sitting
American,
on the
American, also Tulsa Athletic thing ever.
I think it's a good idea. How big's the target going to be? That's the thing we all want to know.
A little bit smaller than a soccer ball. I'm just kidding. Here's Zaldivar again.
Zaldivar is offside, and he blasts it over anyway.
Yeah. Dave, these last 10 minutes are important because going into the national semifinals, games are going to be hot, games are going to be contested, and sometimes what are you like between minute 75 and minute 90 is a huge question in this game. So, when you see it become a little bit sloppy because the score line is what it is, like, I know Coach Carrasco will not be pleased with that. And you'd like the players to clean it up. As Joe Ruiz cuts that out.
Mendoza can't keep that one from going out there, throw into Tulsa Athletic. Yeah, it's important, isn't it? And like you say, it's going to be very hot, so we understand. Always seems to be hot down there in Dallas, 4 hours south of Tulsa. Almost got themselves into a bit of trouble, but Sloan,
I think it would have been offside.
Dives on the ball. Yeah, it would have been an interesting one for the AR there.
Yeah, good stuff here from Peak 11.
Yeah, ball played in there. Good touch off. Torres is in there.
Yeah, good little toe from Parker. That's an important toe.
Yeah, important toe, and it's gone away for a corner.
Looks like we're seeing Diallo and Morgan retreat to the box, even though they're attacking players. Good size, good in the air. And Zaldivar, who's a shorter in stature player.
Corner then from the left. Good one into the near post away by KB Harris.
Really well done here from Zaldivar. Now, here's O'Rourke. He's got Morgan, and Morgan's an absolute flying machine as well.
Morgan has just come on with fresh legs. I think he tripped over his own ball there.
Yeah, it looks like maybe a little hamstring as well.
Yeah, it's grimacing there. Ball in the safe hands of Bryson Reed. Weish.
We'll see what Morgan's like now.
He's going to retrieve this ball just inside the left-hand touch line. Diallo just in field. Morgan to the line. Defender does well.
Yeah, still kind of laboring a little bit. I've been impressed with Parker since he's come on.
Yeah, Parker's done nothing wrong at all. Ruiz, who's just going to sit in the back now.
Yeah, I think when Parker came on, Ruiz dropped into that center back role, which he's...
And Bouti's gone to
really good ball
here. He is. Right back, right wing back, call it what you like. Low ball into the box, sliding challenge.
Well done from Bouti here. Gives it to O'Rourke.
Diallo.
Yeah, it must be if you're Diallo. That's on a platter. I don't love that O'Rourke looked for Diallo there. These are half chances in a big game. Like, if you get the ball 8 yards from goal, like, you need to be clinical and you need to have a mentality and an attitude. also in Diallo's defense, it does look like it was deflected for a corner. But, yeah, we've always been a club that creates a lot of chances. And the one hang-up I've always had is that, like, sometimes we get a little bit loose in how we treat chances, because you get in those games when you may only get, you know, when we played FC Tulsa, we get 3 chances a game.
KB Harris with a spectacular overhead kick.
Little scissor
Blocked by
kick.
the defender. Schmeiser, score of the goal. Can't keep it in. He's worked hard up front, the number 3. Wanted to talk to you. You know, you talk about laws of the game and so on, about this new law they're going to bring in about the goalkeeper hanging on to the ball for too long and referee able to give a corner. I don't know if you've heard about that one, but I think that's a good change to the laws. We'll see how it pans out. But
I mean, I'm an indoor guy, Dave, so, like, you know, I'm used to the referee literally doing a hand count, and when it gets to 6, it would be, you know, a free kick. So I like it. I mean, I think it's sort of in the same vein of people lost their minds when the goalkeeper was not allowed to pick the ball up anymore, you know, in the early 90s. You know, when you passed it back, it's like, oh, he's got to play with his feet. But in the long run, all it really did was speed the game up, and it made goalkeepers better soccer players. So, nice little Maradona move from Gutierrez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a card-carrying goalkeepers union guy still, but at the same time, it's a ball from Morgan.
Morgan's going to do well to keep this in. It runs away very quickly.
Well, I don't know. That was very close.
Yeah.
And bouncing.
But now to keep it in. Yeah, I think there are certain, you know, having studied the game for a long time, I think the back pass rule was probably one of the best things that happened to our beautiful game, and we'll see how this goes this season.
Yeah. I mean, what you see is goalkeepers needlessly collapse on top of the ball, right? I mean, it's a thing. I call it like the light dark arts. It's not like the full-on time wasting, but, you know, you'll see them do this like slow, methodical, silly-looking collapse dive, and I don't mind it being cleaned up.
Weish does well.
Yep.
Sonny D'Alessandro, Dave Saunders, telling you about the new laws of the game, or law of the game this season. Here's Boaty on the right-hand side. Anything to increase the spectacle of the game is a good thing, in my opinion. Thanks for joining us here on YouTube Live. Dave Saunders and Sonny D'Alessandro, the owner of Tulsa Athletic, watching his team leading by 4-1 as Uzri tries to go through again, but cut out. Morgan, the substitute, plays the ball in field to Diallo. Uzri's continued his run. Now he's offside. There's been a few offsides as Peak 11 have pushed up, and there is just over 2 minutes to go.
Dave, we're starting to wander into that time of game where we look at a man of the matches. There's been some good performances. Do you have a top 3 right now?
Well, I mean, obviously the goal scorers come to mind, don't they?
Yeah, Diaz was quite good.
Diaz was very good with a goal and an assist. Ruben Torres, obviously, you know, they all perform so well. I think this man on the ball, Zaldivar, has been outstanding. Throwing on the far side, Bouty's had a good game as well. I mean, if you want to give it to a defender, you wouldn't bet too much against him, would you?
Yeah, Bouty's been very good. Very good. KB Harris obviously not put a foot wrong.
No, is there time for a 5th? There could. Oh, Morgan just missed it. Defender missed it, and then Morgan missed it. They've kept the ball in. I think if you're looking for a man of the match for Peak 11, I don't think you go very much further than Klinsmann Mandavanik.
I mean, he won it with his name, right?
I think he won it with his name, but he's worked really hard. And as you said earlier in the commentary, Sonny, he's played in just about every position. So here's Weish.
If you're watching online here, Zaldivar's tried to be picked out here. The post-match show will be on our Facebook. There will be a presenting of the regional championship, and you know, Dave, these leagues are hard. There's good teams. Everyone works hard. Everyone loves this. It's difficult. You know, I'll tip my cap to the club. This will be
Manavani deserves a goal himself. Is he going to get one? He's been driven wide, but Joey Ruiz has got a bit of a bang in the face for his troubles as well.
This will be the fourth, I can't say consecutive because we didn't have a league to play in last year, but this will be the fourth regional championship that this club has won in as many years or in as many attempts. Here's Diallo. Just a little bit of a heavy touch. And I have to applaud, the volunteers, the people who give their time, their effort. There's countless. I mean, I don't want to say there's countless. We have a core group of people who genuinely love the club, love coming out here, believe in what we're doing, and that it's important to the community. And to be able, and that's going to do it. That's full time.
Yeah. Shaking of hands. Some of the Peak 11 players want a little bit of added on. Sonny D'Alessandro, thank you so much to you. We'll let you go and do your bits that you've got to do after the game. The regional champions then are the Tulsa Athletic, who win this one by 4-1. It was 3-0 at half time. There was a fourth and a goal for Peak 11. And in the end, Tulsa Athletic win this one by 4-1. There are a few fireworks going off. Don't know if we can pick that up on our feed. Got a Peak 11 player down who's got a bit of cramp, and all in all, Tulsa Athletic come through this one with no injuries, and very sportingly, there are a lot of handshakes. Well, thank you for joining us here on YouTube Live. As Sonny has just said, if you want to see the post-game show, you can see that on Facebook Live. Dave Saunders saying good night, take care, and we'll see you next time. Final score for the final time, Tulsa Athletic 4, Peak 11 1.
Always enjoy it, love it. We'll grab some post-match interviews and stuff downstairs on that camera down there. Okay. I got everything down.